Hello YouTube, this is Jason, aka Junky. Hope this video finds you doing fantastically well. It's Thursday, January the 11th. I want to take 1 minute and give you a look into my world real quick. I'm a person that will overthink the simplest thing. Okay, so a couple points. I bought this microphone when I started this channel. I ordered this microphone off Amazon and it had really great reviews, and I was convinced that this was the microphone. Okay. I haven't been happy with the quality of the sound since I started this channel. I hate the microphone and the sound that it produces. I've positioned it in different orientations. I've played with the mixer. Nothing's worked. It's been crap. But much like when you're in a trading or in an investment, once you put your money in, you lose your objectivity. You become very subjective. You're rooting for whatever it is that you bought to justify your purchase to be good, right? So I've been on the side of this microphone the whole time and making every excuse in my mind as to why this microphone is okay. Well, I finally watched my last video and I said, you know what? I need to go get a new mic. So I went out and bought this expensive headset. Now, let me first tell you, I am glad that I don't do video because I look absolutely ridiculous with this headset on. It's humongous and it's got these big, it's like a gaming headset. But the guy at the store told me that this was the best quality microphone. And, you know, the 7.1 sound speaker headphone part of it just comes with it. I'm like, okay, I have some game systems. I got a PlayStation 4 in there. Maybe one day I'll use it, right? So I went ahead and bought them anyway. And the microphone sounded fantastic. But I look like a big giant dork, and I'm already a nerd, but I look terrible with this headset on. But luckily you can't see me. But I couldn't play background music at the same time as I'm listening to the headset, or I haven't figured it out yet because I'm not really good with that kind of tech for right now. So ultimately, I use no microphone, and believe it or not, the best microphone that I have is the one that's built into my laptop. I'm talking to you on the microphone built into the laptop. I never tested it. I just immediately went out and bought another microphone, and then I just went and bought this $200 or $300 headset, and ultimately they're all junk compared to the microphone that came with the computer. Lesson for today, people, is test what you have directly in front of you first instead of going and looking for something better. I'm ridiculous. All right, thank you. I needed that minute. CryptUnite Global, that wonderful gentleman, and this really is a wonderful gentleman on my left. Let me take a second for him too. That guy he's a all-in, heart on the sleeve, the best guy to have on your team. Absolutely best guy to have on your team. Jim Cohan, that's my partner. Eventually we're going to get him on. I'm going to drag him on some of these videos and you guys get to meet him and talk to him too. Okay. Especially on the topic we have tonight, which is mining. He has 500 terahashes. And after I tell you that, and then you see how many terahashes I have when we do this video, you're going to kind of be like, why are we listening to you? Where's Jim? Right? So, but CryptUnite Global, the community's open. There's the Facebook group. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The website, I think Jim had a meeting today. The website's progressing along. We're getting closer and closer to launching it. It's going to be soon. And there's going to be some accompanying videos. Like, I know people out there need the how do I set up my wallet, or how do I do this, and we have a bunch of how-to videos that I haven't produced yet because I'm kind of holding them for when I create the website, so it'll be a source for people to go to the website. So all of you looking for the how-to videos, they're on the way. Just hold on. Okay, we're gonna help you soon. Okay. All right, so that's that. So today we're gonna talk about mining. That was a really long intro. Mining. Let's look at it. I don't know what's going on with CoinMarketCap. This is what I get, and every time I refresh it, it's the same. Oh, and now it works. All right, so Bitcoin's a little bit of recovering. You know what? There's a lot of you like the trading part, so let's look at the chart real quick. I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of my opinion of the market, okay? Markets you have to keep them simple as it also. Like, you ever heard of the saying of KISS, keep it simple, stupid? I mean, you probably don't call yourself stupid. I don't like calling people stupid, but keep it simple. That's the best way to do things. All right, so ultimately what happened here is Bitcoin took off way back here, right? Went all the way up to here, got up to almost 20,000. I don't know what this one says. That's a high of 19,666. Okay, so it got all the way up here. Then it came this far back down off of this high. You don't really have to know why price stopped here, right? When you're reading a chart, you don't really need to know the why. The macroeconomics that go into why price stops at certain points and pivots and turns around, it's built into the price action. So there are reasons why this didn't go any further down. There are reasons, but you don't have to figure those reasons out. You just have to trade the chart and what's actually happened. So when this happens, so price has gone, from here to here. Now we know overall there's only a limited supply of Bitcoin. So most likely, ultimately, the supply and demand aspect of Bitcoin is going to kick in. And as the adoption rate grows, it's typically going to go up in value because there's more people splitting the same amount of Bitcoin, right? So it's just a supply and demand situation. It's going to go up eventually, as long as the demand is there. Now, if the demand fell off a cliff tomorrow because of whatever reason, there was news or whatever, that all this goes to junk. But as of now, there's no reason to think, with all the billions of dollars pouring into the industry, that the volume and the adoption is going to go down. So when you look at, okay, so it hit a high, it made a low. All right. Fibonacci is your friend. If you're a trader and you don't use Fibonacci, I don't know what you're doing. Just being honest. Okay. All right. So here's the high. Here's the low since hitting the high. And this is a daily chart. So when it came off this low, it went ultimately this high right here. All right. And we're going to mark it right here. So the way the market typically works, the people that are long Bitcoin, that want to buy it again when it's quote unquote on sale, that's what you're looking for. This is the reality of a chart. You want to turn it into real world thought process of human beings. So the people that want to buy it, that as it dropped down here, they think it's on sale somewhere around this price. 13 typically is going to be between 12,400 to 7,600. The human psyche, we think it's on sale in this area. And the Fibonacci is just a price ruler that measures basically human reaction. Historically, when you chart it, it tells you what price people think stuff is on sale. So we're in the zone now where people think it's on sale. So you know with a fair amount of certainty that there's going to be a momentum push or a influx of volume in these zones from the people that think that the market should still be going up. And these are the areas that they think it's on sale and they're going to buy at. And you can go back 50 years on charts. I've done it, believe it or not. I went 50 years back on charts and look at price action. In human beings, we don't change. We do the same thing over and over again. And these patterns are very predictable and tradable. Okay. So I know this isn't, I don't know why I'm turning this into a trading video, but you can see the reaction. This is the 61% retracement, which means the market's come back 61% of this move up. And look at what's happening. The buyers are right here. And if you drop down to a lower time frame chart, it becomes more apparent what's actually happening. You see, it went to a low, it bounced there. You tried it again. Now it's bouncing again. If you go down to a lower time frame chart, you'll see a better, clearer definition of the same thing. Okay, so that's how the market works. So we'll get into that. All right, so here's something I went and pulled up before I started this video, and this is depressing. Look at the way we've been conditioned. I'm in the United States, and I don't know how the banking systems work in other countries. I'd imagine that your interest rates aren't too much different than ours. But look at the average savings annual percentage rate for our banks. Chase Bank 0.01? Seriously? 0.1? This is the reason why there's so much FUD on the investment opportunities with Bitcoin. We've been conditioned to think this is normal. I mean, it's embarrassing. Look at these interest rates. For one, you're telling me if I was to go deposit $1,000, and this is probably the best interest rate on the page. If I was to go deposit $1,000 in Ally Bank, that I don't know if that's an American bank, but let me pick an American bank that I know is an American bank. So if I go to Citibank and I deposit $1,000 in Citibank. What this is telling me is that over the course of 1 year, it's going to pay me $1 for me having my money there in interest. So if I tell you can make 1% a day, then that sounds unbelievable. That's got to be a scam, right? I mean, look at the conditioning. This is unbelievable. All right, so I just thought this was interesting. This is embarrassing as I look at these numbers. All right, so Hashflare. I don't know why my balance is so high. Okay, so when we first started, I bought a mining contract. I bought $1,050 worth of mining contract, and that was 7 terahashes at the time, because at the time a terahash cost $150. Okay, so since then the terahash cost $220. All right, so I set my mining with Hashflare to auto reinvest. So every day that I make Bitcoin from the mining, because with mining, for those that don't know, you rent a portion of the equipment, and every day it mines whatever it mines, and then you get a payout from that. So you're renting the equipment or leasing the equipment for a period of time, and you're getting the Bitcoin that the mining equipment makes by mining the market. Now, you already know the way I feel. Mining is the safest way to make money. It's basically like being the safest way to make money in cryptocurrency. It's basically like being the electric company or the water company in a city. Like it's infrastructure. Without them, there's nothing else. You know, it's I don't know. It's like the broadband. It's the metal in a broadband network that runs the fiber optic network. It's the infrastructure. It's the thing that makes it go. I can't stress it enough. I tried to look up something synonymous that I could better explain it, because I think I do a terrible job explaining it, but I can't explain how important. Without mining, there is no currencies. There's no blockchain. There's nothing without mining. Okay, there's I don't know, but they run in tandem. You cannot have one without the other. Okay, so it's as long as there's Bitcoin being created, miners are making money. All right, and as soon as Bitcoin's not worth anything, then they're not. But so that's how I feel about mining. Mining is fantastic. So I've reinvested everything that I've did. So I went from 7 terahashes that I now have 9.24 terahash, and I'll have more because this Bitcoin here that I've earned over the last day or so is going to purchase more terahash and then increase this number. So I can't really average how much terahash I make or how many Bitcoins I make per day, because my terahash amount changes every day. So all I can really do is look at the last day and what the forecast is. So based on the amount of terahash I have here, 9.24, I'm going to mine this much Bitcoin daily based on this terahash. And this is going to go up when I buy more terahash with my balance here, right? So it's always going up because I started with 7. All right, so let's not look at, what I paid for it, but let's look at, because you can do simple math. I paid $1,050 and I'm making around $1,629 a day right now with the current price of Bitcoin. That's simple math. That's over 1.4, 1.5% a day. So that's fantastic return for me. It's beautiful. All right. And that's every day, 7 days a week. But right now, 9.24 terahash would cost you $220 per terahash. So that would cost you $2,032.80. Okay. So, all right, let's I don't have a paper here, so I'm going to try to remember this. So 2,032. So at $16 divided by 2,032, that would equal a 0.8% return per day at the current Bitcoin price. Okay. Now you say to yourself, well, you might be able to go find better money somewhere else. But remember, risk is also a part of the equation. When you analyze an investment opportunity, it's not just the rate of the return or the return on investment. There's also the risk profile. And I think mining is among the safest things out there. And plus you're paid in Bitcoin. So let's compare with, first of all, let's look at what that is. So 30 days, if I'm getting 0.8% a day times 30 days, that's 24% per month return. 24%. Do we have to go back to this chart? Bank of America is paying you 0.01 for the year. This is 24% for 1 month. All right. This does not take into account the value of Bitcoin. Now, let's do another math equation here. If I'm making 0.00121183 Bitcoin per day, Bitcoin right now is at $13,000 something. Bitcoin's projected to be at $40,000 or $50,000 this year. All right, so let's just say we get to $25,000 by summertime. Let's assume that. The same amount of Bitcoin, the same amount of hashing power, because Bitcoin rises in value, I would be making $30 a day. So let's divide that by the 2,032 that it would cost me to get this much terahash. Now I'm making 1.49% per day. What's that monthly? Almost 45%. So as safe as mining is, you have to wonder, like USI Tech, right? We're invested in USI Tech, or I guess it doesn't even matter now. They're not in the US. Okay, so in USI Tech, they do mining, and we get a cut of it, basically. That's how they pay us in the packages. A lot of these opportunities out here, they make a lot of their money in the mining. I mean, mining is one of the safest ways to make money in cryptocurrency, in my opinion. Okay. And because you're infrastructure, you're not a product. Trading is a product. People that have a skill, or they created an algorithm, or they have a computer program that can trade the market, that's a product. They're selling you a product. Mining is infrastructure. You're Verizon Fios. You're providing the internet for people. You're providing, and I mean, it's not the internet for people, but you understand what I'm saying. You're part of the infrastructure. You are creating cryptocurrency. There is no currency without you. So if cryptocurrencies are here, then your job is here. So I love mining. Obviously, if you're listening to this, I love mining. So the yields could be better elsewhere. Our Devor coin pays double this yield on average, but with a lot more risk. So, there's room for everything in your portfolio. In my opinion, I think you should diversify. There's room for maybe some high yield, high risk stuff, but I mean, to be paid in Bitcoin at a 0.8% on something that's, relatively safe in the space, and then when you compare it against your money sitting in the bank doing this, I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me. So Jim has over 500 terahashes here. So you can only imagine what his math looks like on this side of the screen. That's not my place to share that with you, but I'm going to be pouring more money into mining, but we're working on something big. We want to get some ownership into some mining. So, and I might have just spoke too much, but we're working on something bigger. So what is this? Hashflare is good, and I'll buy more with them. I know there's going to be more contracts with Genesis in March, and everything's on the table, but we're looking to do something a little bit bigger, and we'll let you know as we get more information. But I love mining. This banking thing depresses me, and that's about it. I'm sorry the video went long, but that's what I do. I make long videos. Sorry. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell so you get a notification anytime we do anything. And that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. I don't know which one of our platforms that we're into is up for tomorrow, but I'll figure it out, and then we'll do a video. Also, before I go, CryptUnite Global, go to Facebook. Yes, I'm telling you what to do. Not on purpose, but in a very nice way. Please go to CryptUnite Global and join our Facebook group. It's all free. We just want to be friends with you, sit at the table and talk cryptos. All right. It's good talking to you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you soon.